It is Brushy Bert, and I am here on the Florida Trail. More specifically, I am on the west side of Okeechobee, and basically that's where the central map and both the east and west Okeechobee all meets at this intersection, which is a little bit dark out, but I'm going to start out with a little bit of like a half-mile road walk, and then be back onto the trail on the levee. So let's follow along. All right, it is daylight. Just at one of them spots where you just can't see the water real well here. There's a few spots on the west side that you just can't see the water as well as you can on the east side. Got some new houses over there. And luckily this area is not asphalt in this section, so this particular spot on it does change. Definitely starting to feel the wind come off of the water and stuff. It's supposed to get cooler the next 2 nights. So far so good though. Taking a break here. Not for sure what all these birds are. It's pretty awesome though. Just kind of taking a break here, and might actually be a couple different types of birds. I'm just seeing some maybe ringneck doves there. If anybody knows, yeah, leave it in the comments. I'm sure interested. See them tomorrow. I'll use the Merlin app and try to identify them, but yeah, it's pretty cool here. Taking 5. Alright, nearest home for tonight, that is going to be Indian Prairie Campsite, and it looks like somebody left a water catch for us. Very much, whoever did that. The cattle out here, this is pretty cool. You kind of watch them in the evening, and luckily they just mowed this too, so oh yeah, this is it. Very cool. All right, it is morning, and it is a cold one today. So like 34 degrees, feels like 28. But start warming up as soon as I get moving here. All right, just stopped here at the lake port. Quick stop. Do a quick resupply with me and Duckfoot, who's actually hiking with me, and stopped into a quick resupply. Now going back to the trail. It's only like a 10th, you know, so it's like right here on the trail. So really convenient. Okay, well, went to Moorhaven. The video just was not working to get some footage in there. But now, first thing in the morning, we're going to be heading down to Clewiston. Beautiful moon out tonight, though, and a little bit chilly, though. But we are on our way. Okay, we're going right past Uncle Joe's Fish Camp. Real nice people. Not stopping there today, but they have a little like a bar type of restaurant thing, but then a restroom, and course, if you came from the south, there was actually one little campsite right before you get here. So nice morning though. Couple boats out and a couple fishermen already out in the water. Making progress. All right, we are arriving at Clewiston. Nice places to stop and picnic or whatever. So we're gonna hop in town and see what's going on. All right, we're passing the Roland Martin, the fishing legend there. Yeah, this is his resort. And he has a little of everything there. As far as if he was fishing, got their own places to stay, restaurants, you name it. Of course, you know, he doesn't have his own show on that, as far as I know, anymore since the 80s. But yeah, fishing legend, and right here in the bass capital. But now we're gonna head into the middle of Clewiston. All right, we're walking through Clewiston. That's the Clewiston Inn, the haunted one. And if you haven't seen that video, it's pretty interesting. A lot of history there. And there is a Walmart on the other side of town, so we're kind of making our way through there. It's a little bit louder. They've got a few stores over there. Got a Dollar General and a couple things. So we'll continue on, get our supplies for Big Cypress here. All right, nice little rest at Clewiston. Back on the trail. Not too bad this morning either. Great sunrise starting. Not too chilly either. All right, we got a nice little moon and sun going on. Nice view of Lake O here. All right, I've arrived at John Stretch Park, which is the most southern part, where actually the east and the west loop on the other side of the water there is actually where it connects. So you got to make a decision there if you're going left or right. But this is where it ends. Of course, we're southbound, so from here, gonna move towards the sugar fields and then onto the canal. All in all, the pros and cons of going on this side. Definitely this is in my opinion, it's better than the east side. There's a lot more places that you could actually find to get food. There's more places that you know, that's not so sketchy on this side too. So no issues coming through this year on this side. So definitely it's the better of the two, personally, by far. So but you know, that's my opinion anyway. But this is the end.